उसकी दो बेसिक रीजंस थी. नंबर वन, आई लव टेकिंग रिस्क्स. I love to challenge my limits and I love to see where I stand. And number two, हमारे यहाँ पे हमारे country में unfortunately people have very less or no awareness about this kind of extreme sports. So these were the reasons जिसने मुझे motivate किया to be part of this extreme sports. Starting from 2016, my first expedition was of climbing a mountain over 6,000 meters peak. Its name was Mingliksa, which is located in Simsal Valley. So ये basically मेरी climbing life या climbing journey की start थी. After Mingliksa, I went to the Chupursan Valley, which is like few meters before Khunjira border, जो Pakistan and China का border है. There's a valley called Chupursan Valley. In that Chupursan Valley, I climbed few mountains जिसमें कोई वस्तर है and there's unclimbed peaks. क्योंकि वो ज़्यादा known नहीं है, so people really don't know their names, but there were few mountains there. Then back in 2017, I did Pasu expedition, which is like climbing the Pasu peaks or Pasu cones, which are most famous. I did that as well. In 2018, I was lucky enough to visit world's highest mountain, that is Mount Everest. 2018 में I visited Nepal. Recently in 2019 August में I went in Russia. And the reason for visiting Russia was that I had to climb Europe's highest mountain. Europe का highest mountain known as Mount Elbrus, which is located in south of Russia, and it has I think 16,500 and something feet of altitude. Every climbing trip has its own significance. हर climbing trip में I used to learn so many things जो पहले मुझे नहीं पता होती थी, and it would be hard for me to pick या choose कोई एक ऐसी climbing expedition हो या trip हो जिसमें मुझे कोई वाक़यात ऐसा हुआ हो. But to name one specific trip, back in 2017 I was doing a Pasu expedition. हुंजा से आगे पासू कौन सा आते हैं, and there's a Pasu peak, very famous Pasu peak. So हुआ ये था, we were in the like 300 to 400 meters to the summit, and unfortunately हुआ ये कि there was a glacier जो slide होके and it took everything on its way. जो भी इसके रास्ते में थे वो सब slide होके नीचे आए, and at that moment I physically saw my death. हम उस ग्लेशियर के पास इतने करीब थे कि we could have easily died, and that still जब भी I have a nightmare तो मुझे वो आती है, and I still remember how lucky I was. Unfortunately in Karachi there are very limited sports where I can practice, train according to my field of sports. But having said that, those limited resources जो भी मुझे जहाँ पे भी options मिलते हैं, I used to focus on my training as much as possible. So mountaineering is a very extreme sport, yeah, undoubtedly, but it teaches you so many things. For me, it has so many benefits. It has taught me to be more patient. It has taught me to how to connect to the nature. How when you are in the mountains, you have no social connectivity. You are disconnected with the rest of the world. So how will be your life there for the rest of maybe 3 to 4 weeks? It's up to you. So mountains have taught me to be patient, to be more tolerant, and how much of value your life actually has. Well, it depends. It depends upon the mountain you are climbing, the difficulty level, and the time it's probably going to take. So when it's less difficult or less technical, so you will see more females participating in that trip or expedition. But when it's little dangerous and it's more time consuming, the male ratio will be a little more dominating. My family has never asked me to do something would they want me to do, right? They always say take care of yourself and do whatever you feel like, but you need to be a little safe as well. My mother especially is very kind and she's very helpful, very motivating, and she said, yeah, you are doing something very dangerous, I know that, but you need to be a more capitalize. You need to be more into your safety kind of thing. Yeah. Mountaineering may seem difficult and risky at the start, but when you are actually into it, you will feel like यार ये तो एक completely एक change scenario है. शुरू में जब आप दूर से इसको देखते हैं, you feel like यार मेरे हाथ जल सकते हैं, I could die. The worst thing is you could die in the mountain, right? So it's a very fine line between life and death in mountaineering. But when you are actually practicing it, you learn so many things. Like me, जैसे मैंने पहले कहा, I learned patience. मुझे सब्र करना पहले नहीं आता था. I used to see phone. I like to interact with so many people. लेकिन जब मैं mountains पे था, when I was at base camp at any mountain, you feel like you are alone, and at that moment you realize how valuable your life is. So दूर से देखना and physically and mentally उस sports में आना is something entirely different. So when you are into it, you will like, yeah, हम बहुत अच्छी चीज़ कर रहे हैं. Every mountaineer या every person has a dream या objective कह लें या ज़िंदगी का मकसद कह लें, same as I. मेरा मकसद ये है कि I have to be the youngest Pakistani and the only Pakistani ever जिसने दुनिया के 7 continents की highest peak को सर किया हो. So it's basically called 7 Summits Challenge. दुनिया के हर कोने से mountaineers dream about this, लेकिन very few achieve this. ये क्योंकि it's dangerous as well, it's hard and it's very time and life taking. After successfully climbing that Europe's highest peak, now मेरा अभी जो objective या goal है, तो I have to climb South America's या Latin America's highest peak, which is Mount Aconcagua, और वो situated है अर्जेंटीना में. That's the highest peak in the world outside Asia. एशिया में Mount Everest is the highest peak. उससे बाहर it's Aconcagua, that's in Argentina, which I will be climbing in January. So this will be my second 7 Summits Challenge 7 Summits mountain peak, which I will be attempting to climb. इतनी क्लाइंबिंग जर्नी के बाद 4-5 साल की मेहनत के बाद इस वक्त पे राइट नाउ वॉट एवर आई एम, इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ माई कंट्री. राइट, मैं जो भी हूँ आई एम बिकॉज ऑफ माई कंट्री. जब भी मैं बाहर जाता हूँ फॉर एन इंटरनेशनल क्लाइंबिंग एक्सपीडिशन, आई रिप्रेजेंट माई कंट्री. कोई भी मुझे बाय नेम नहीं जानना होता कि असद दिस इज़ फ्रॉम यहाँ पे रहते हैं. जब भी मैं बाहर जाता हूँ, पीपल नो मी बिकॉज ऑफ माई कंट्री. सो जब भी बाहर कोई एक एक्सपीडिशन सक्सेसफुल होगी या मैं पाकिस्तान का परचम बुलंद हवाओं में राइज करूँगा, या मेरी वजह से अगर पाकिस्तान का नाम किसी भी न्यूज़ पे, इंटरनेशनल मीडिया पे राइज होता है, रोशन होता है, और पाकिस्तान को पॉजिटिव इमेज से लोग उसको देखते हैं, तो इससे बढ़कर मेरे लिए शायद कोई दूसरी चीज़ नहीं होगी. सो व्हेन यू आस्क मी, इट्स मोर पर्सनल ग्रोथ या एक ओवरऑल successful victory for the country. It's more than Pakistan के लिए.